Okay, I think we're live now. All right, this is Brother Johnny of the 19 Report coming to you live out of Manning, South Carolina. I sincerely thank everyone for tuning in, and I hope that you will share this information. Today, we want to talk and get directly into a subject I was supposed to do on last week, but we're going into it right now, entitled, Are You Using These Light Bulbs? And we did an article on this some years ago um, about the energy efficient bulbs, but the warnings for the bulbs are going up even higher and higher as time go on. So I want to share this information in hopes that we will share the information with others. Now, the energy efficient bulb, I want to go directly into the reading the information that I have available. Now, this information is coming from the EPA, that is the United States Environmental Protection Agency, for anyone that may be using the energy efficient bulbs. I was looking into the information and it was recommending how to clean an area after you've dropped one of these bulbs because the bulbs are filled with mercury. So there are a list of things here I want to go through about the cleanup of the bulb, and we'll go into some of the specifics about the bulb as we're going along. Quick cleanup instructions according to the EPA before cleaning up any of the light bulbs that you purchase. And these light bulbs, I want to show it again before we go on. These are the energy efficient light bulbs, the swirly ones. And in this particular headline, it says energy efficient bulbs cause anxiety, migraines, and even cancer. Here's why you should switch back to the incandescent or LED bulbs. Now, the thing about switching back is that they're making the newer bulbs obsolete. You're not the older bulbs obsolete. You're not able to purchase the older bulbs. So if you were to drop one of these bulbs in your home, and I'm going to show several different bulbs, several different apparatuses that use the bulb. Now, this is the mosquito or bug zapper. Also uses the mercury filled bulbs. You can find all this information on our website at the 19 Report. If you like what you're hearing, you can join up with us on the 19 Network on Facebook, as well as join up with us on the 19 Report on YouTube. So the EPA is warning that if you were to accidentally break one of these bulbs, first of all, you need to have people and pets leave the room immediately. Second of all, you air out the room for about 10 to 15 minutes by opening a window or door to the outdoor environment. Second, you shut off the central forced air heating and air conditioning system if you have one. And third and fourth, you collect materials needed to clean up the broken glass. This is how serious using these energy efficient bulbs are, because of the mercury content inside the bulb. And again, these bulbs are the long ones that you have, the long strips sometimes in your kitchen. I use them in photography. They're the big bulbs with the swirls. These things, we have to be very cautious. If you have these in lamps around your home, you probably would want to take them out of the lamps because of the safety hazard of the children or the dog knocking over the lamp and breaking the bulb. And again, once the bulb has been broken, that room is actually contaminated. It's a biohazard. So there are instructions that we need to follow in order to clean the contaminated area. Now, collect materials needed to clean up broken glass. You need stiff paper or cardboard to sweep it up on, sticky tape to make sure you get up all of the pieces, damp cloth or disposable wet wipes for hard surfaces, and a glass jar with a metal lid or a sealable plastic bag. These are the things that you need in order to clean up these energy efficient bulbs because of the mercury content and how quickly the mercury engulfs a room. You're trying to get the mercury out of the home by opening the windows. And one thing you absolutely do not want to do is to turn on the vacuum cleaner, because vacuuming is not recommended unless broken glass remains after all other cleanup steps have been taken. Vacuuming could spread mercury contaminating powder or mercury vapors. Now, once the light breaks, the mercury uh, actually begins to cling onto things like dust. So throughout the entire room, on the television, on the computer keys, on the television remote, all of these things are now contaminated with mercury. So now you have to go through the entire house, the entire room. You want to seal that off. And then what you want to do is you want to begin to wipe down everything. Now, after cleanup, promptly place all bulb debris and cleaning up materials, including vacuum cleaner bags, outdoors in a trash container. So if you're using the newer vacuums that have the glass and not the bag, you probably don't even want to use the vacuum at all, because that bag will still be contaminated unless you take it out and clean it. Check with your local government. You hear this? This is on the EPA website. Check with your local government about disposal requirements in your area, because some localities require fluorescent bulbs, broken or unbroken, be taken to a local recycling center. Now, I think that Lowe's accepts the condensate bulbs, the ones that the swirl bulbs are the main ones. I think Lowe's accepts those. So if you have a broken bulb, you would want to clean up the area, but don't take it to the landfill. Now, I want to go through some of the things about the condensate bulbs. I mean, the energy efficient bulbs. This particular kind right here is what I use when I do photography. They're bigger though. But when you break these bulbs, the mercury comes out of the bulb and actually sticks to everything in the room. So the room is like a biohazard. It's like a place where you don't even want to be for days, maybe for weeks after you clean it up. Now, we don't think about these things, but on the container, if I can find the label, I know I have the label, but on the label of the bulbs, it actually warns that if you break the bulb, or if you should be cautious if you break the bulb, because the bulb contains mercury. Here it is right here. This is 2502. Let me see if I can find that so we can. Okay, this is it. Let's see here. Yes. Now, on the back of the bulb, you will see it says contains mercury. For more on cleanup and safety disposal, visit EPA.gov/CFL. The thing about this is that we're not concerned about what a thing does, the harm that it causes. We are only happy for having the thing. So when Satan does something and then God questions Satan on his actions, Satan will always say, well, I put it out there, but they didn't care about it. All they cared about was having it. They didn't care about the consequences of having it. So this is my warning. I didn't want to stay on long about the mercury. It says mercury can be easily ingested by breathing the vapor or by swallowing or getting the liquid metal on your skin. Any or all can happen when a CFL bulb breaks. So even if you break a thermometer, the old thermometers with the mercury in it, if it gets on your skin, you're contaminated. It says common symptoms of mercury poisoning include peripheral neuropathy, itching pain, loss of sensation, and or inability to control muscles, shedding skin and or skin discoloration, which the skin is turning pink, swelling, profuse sweating, increased salivation, persistently faster than normal heartbeats, and hypertension or high blood pressure. Mercury is particularly toxic to fetuses and children. Women who have been exposed to mercury in pregnancy have sometimes given birth to children with serious birth defects. Now, I didn't want to show the horrific pictures of mercury bombs being dropped on other nations and the mutation that the body goes through as if you're alive, and the children mutating over the years because of these poisons being dropped on them, mercury bombs. So the symptoms and side effects of this mercury actually being dropped into your and my home are similar to autism. Mercury poisoning is similar to autism. Mercury poisoning includes loss of speech, social withdrawal, reduced eye contact, repetitive behavior, hand flapping, the walking, which you're just walking back and forth and you're flapping your hands, temper tantrums, sleep disturbance, and seizures. Does any of this sound familiar? What I'm saying is that gradually we are being poisoned to death. We put on several vlogs about cancer causing agents. There were 3. We did several in the past. I've done one before about this mercury in these light bulbs as a precautionary measure. And I'm hoping that people are not only listening to it, but sharing the information because it is happening slowly. And the danger for us is that we're so easily distracted and we don't see things long term. I hate to put it in black and white, but that's where it is. White folks see so well long term that they raise their children to take their place after they're gone. Black folks raise their children to get any job at anywhere as long as they're out of the house and making money. When it comes to long-term effects of things, we don't think about that. We are sprint runners. But the long-term effect of these chemicals in mercury, energy-efficient bulbs, their poisoning symptoms are similar to autism. And our children are becoming uncontrollable at an early age. Our children are becoming unable to control their thoughts, their actions, their words. They can't focus. They really, literally can't hold down a job because we have to stay high on marijuana, on liquor, or something to keep us calm. Now, mercury is a potential neurotoxin, too dangerous for thermometers, but contained in every CFL bulb. When a CFL bulb breaks in your home, it releases mercury vapors. For cleanup, again, go to the EPA website. First, they say seal off the room and turn off anything that has a vacuum. Don't vacuum mercury or it will spread. All of these are the warnings. And it says, is your home a safe haven for your children? These are things that we don't think about. I guess maybe we're too busy. I don't want to condemn anyone, but I'm always thinking about it. What does this do? What does that do? And finally, what to do if a CFL light bulb breaks? I want to repeat these things. Even the relatively small amount of mercury in a CFL bulb is dangerous. Here are steps to a safer cleanup if one breaks, and one will eventually break. Before cleanup, remove children and pets from the room. We read these before. Or open up a window and allow it to immediately begin to ventilate the room. Turn off central air conditionings or heating systems. Again, during cleanup, these things will be posted on our website. And to recycle these things, do not throw them in the trash. I think Lowe's is take it to a recycling center that is specifically for CFL bulbs. I want to sincerely thank you for everyone that may listen to this. I wanted to make it short. We're going to try and do shorter commentary so that maybe people will listen to the information more. But again, the CFL bulbs, the energy efficient bulbs, if you're using these, be very, very careful. If they break in your home is actually contaminated. If you told a EPA worker about it or you called the Poison Control Center, they may even quarantine your home because of the spill of mercury in the home. If this excites you, great. You should be excited and more cautious. And if this frightens you, great. You should be afraid and more cautious. But I don't want us, God willing, to get fanatical about it and try to just eliminate everything too fast, too soon. So we'll take our time and find a place where we can get to, and ask questions about the bulbs and ask more than one person, because today we are so emphatic. We're so infactual about what we think we know. We don't say, I don't know, check into that. We'll say, oh, definitely not. So check different sources to find out what's happening with the energy efficient bulbs and how to protect us in our homes from it. I thank you for tuning in to this segment of the 19 Report. And please share this information. Again, if you would like to link up with us, you can link up with us on the 19 Network on Facebook and at the 19 Report on YouTube. We need as many followers on YouTube as possible. That gives us more leverage to do more things, as well as we need more people on Facebook. So likes and shares are like currency to us because we utilize this as a business, as you should. It's not just a like for self-aggrandized reasons, for egotistical reasons. It's the like to grow the website, the page, and the crowd participation. So I thank you again for tuning in. This is Jamil Salib Zamir of the 19 Report, and we will be back with you soon on the topic entitled Devil at the Door. That will be the next topic we will discuss, Devil at the Door. Thank you very much for tuning in. This is Jamil Salib Zamir signing off. All right, this is Brother Johnny of the 19 Report coming to you live out of Manning, South Carolina. I sincerely thank everyone for tuning in, and I hope that you will share this information. Today we want to talk and get directly into a subject I was supposed to do on last week, but we're going into it right now, entitled, Are You Using These Light Bulbs? And we did an article on this some years ago about the energy efficient bulbs. But the warnings for the bulbs are going up even higher and higher as time go on. So I want to share this information in hopes that we will share the information with others. Now, the energy efficient bulb, I want to go directly into the reading the information that I have available. Now, this information is coming from the EPA, that is the United States Environmental Protection Agency, for anyone that may be using the energy efficient bulbs. I was looking into the information, and it was recommending how to clean an area after you've dropped one of these bulbs, because the bulbs are filled with mercury. So there are a list of things here I want to go through about the cleanup of the bulb, and we'll go into some of the specifics about the bulb as we're going along. This is Brother Johnny of the 19 Report coming to you live out of Manning, South Carolina. I sincerely thank everyone for tuning in, and I hope that you will share this information. Today we want to talk and get directly into a subject I was supposed to do on last week, but we're going into it right now, entitled, Are You Using These Light Bulbs? And we did an article on this some years ago about the energy efficient bulbs. But the warnings for the bulbs are going up even higher and higher as time go on. So I want to share this information in hopes that we will share the information with others. Now, the energy efficient bulb, I want to go directly into the reading the information that I have available.